So, welcome back. I know it's just making noise. I just thought that I'd tell you welcome the new year. I know we're a month in already, but I wanted to share my goals and everything that I have for the year. And yeah, if you didn't know already from my Instagram, I am not pregnant anymore because Perrin has joined our family. He's in the swing over there, asleep right now. So that's nice. We're pretty sure we're done with that. I want this candle. We're pretty sure he's the last one. When we came home from the hospital, it very much felt like we were completed in that aspect of things. So that's nice. So that's one thing, is that we just get to grow with our family now. I guess, can you go lie down, sir? Go lie down. He thinks I'm talking to him. So my goal, lie down. My goal this year is, one, to get back to, I feel like, being me. There is a lady on TikTok who talks about how flamingos lose their pink when they are, after they've had their kids and stuff, and find your pink again or whatever, I believe is how she says it. And so that's what this year is for me, is finding my pink again. And so therefore I am hoping to get back into my artwork, of course continuing my acting, all that fun stuff. And so with that, I am going to share some of my goals that I have, if I can find them. One thing is that I want to better have my list up. Oh, so I have my 10 level life, level 10 life. There we go. That's what it's called. I just have really gotten into bullet journaling this last month, and this came up, and I was like, this is something that should be very important. Like, it's gonna help me a lot. But so I have an area for physical health, mental health, personal level, home environment, finances, career, partner, social, and family. And I've scored out where I feel like I am with those right now, and I want to see where I am at the end of the year and hopefully work on those. So I have multiple places that I've been journaling. On my Remarkable, I have the things that are like for the year, not day to day, except day to day, like actual physical journaling of like, this is my thought for today, and reflections of the day, like my evening reflection. I go back to what my mom did with us as kids, which we called special time, which we talked about the worst and our favorite thing of the day, and then my mom added a question because I always had questions. And Scott and I have expanded on that even, because we do this with each other. We do the worst, favorite, grateful, compliment to one another, and then, of course, the question of the day. And morning reflection I got from another bullet journalist who I forgot her name, but I'll link it or put it here. And then, but it has been really helpful to have kind of the stuff that I don't need to keep long term, throw away kind of journaling in an actual journal. So like appointments and stuff that I can look at. I do have some of them on my phone still, but having it written down helps me remember, and it helps me reflect for the upcoming week. And then like the little tasks that I want to do, I'll probably go into this deeper in another video, but just things that I don't need to hold on to long term and taking up space in my Remarkable, even though it's not that big of a deal. But that's what I wanted to do. And so this is my everyday journal, meaning I have my week in here, and then I have my tasks and my habits that I'm trying to get back into. So yeah, so I have that. I've now created a reading journal, because this is the biggest one, is that I've never been a big reader, but I love stories and I want to get into reading. So I've challenged myself extremely high of reading 100 books this year. I did 4 last month, which means I'm behind, but that's okay. But the thing is that 3 of those were audiobooks, and I am counting them just because, one, I do take a while to read, but I love hearing stories, so might as well listen to it while I'm cleaning and around with the kids and stuff. Though some of the books that I have been reading, I have to put headphones in because they're not necessarily appropriate for children. And I'll share those with you in another video. But with going back to my level 10 life, let's continue with that. I want to get back into a consistent workout schedule. Mentally, I want to kind of have a weekly reset and daily refresher of just kind of, I feel like people have New Year's resolutions to where if they miss a day, they just kind of stop and don't try to attack it. And I've gotten better at this. I'm not perfect at this, of if I want to do something, I should just do it then. So like, rather than postponing it and starting it at the right time, I'm just going to start it. Or if I didn't get to it today, it's not going to ruin my whole week. Try again tomorrow, which is nice with the bullet journal that I have, of having the task not for a specific day, to where I can be like, hey, there's still time to get it done, and if I don't get it done this week, I can move it on to the next week. And it just kind of challenges me to almost, I want to make it so that this list is either all the way done or it is even shorter. But of course, things come up during the week that you add to this list. But yeah, I think that's a good mindset starter for me. And then personal, I want to add to the home in the sense of, right now, I want to be able to actually give something back to the house, in the sense of Scott's able to work on the basement and get that all nice, and I want to be able to do something like that, like paint the walls. I feel like I'm finally in a place physically, because one, I'm not pregnant, that I can actually help out in that sense and give back to the family and our home and what we want. And rather than just going, hey Scott, I want this in the house, I can be like, hey Scott, I'm going to do this to the house. We cool with that? Home environment, we're just remodeling, and so like upgrading the bathrooms and the wallpaper. and finishing the basement, which Scott has done amazing. He is now putting up the drywall, which is fantastic. Finances, we want a consistent income. If you didn't know, Scott's done a career change. He's going to be doing real estate and more, I guess, manual labor work rather than teaching. That's a whole different story, but he's going down that route right now, and we just would like to have a consistent income or have the ability to just understand what we need for the year, save up for that, and then anything extra we put into savings or put towards another business opportunity. The other thing, so we got that. Then my career. So with my Etsy shop, I want at least one sale a month, which I didn't accomplish last week or last month. And that's okay. I want it to kind of average out to that by the end of the year. Of course, that's a very low bar, which I'm okay with. But also, for acting, I want to just be applying more and maybe finding more theaters that I can work with. So that's that goal. Partner, weekly check-ins, which we've been doing really well, of just making sure we're on the same page, that we're able to look out for one another, that we're encouraging each other where we need to, and just simple things like that. Social, I want to be once a month out, or like a girls' date, and with the church that we're in with here, they're really good at like doing a lunch. I found pretty much once a month that they have somebody come over to their house and they have like a group of us, and it's been really nice to have that. So that's been going great. And then lastly is family, and I want to at least 10 minutes a day do one-on-one time with each kid. So be that playing or drawing or reading them a book. I want to make sure that I have one special moment in each day with the girls, and eventually Perrin right now, he kind of gets most of my time, but I want to be there. And I guess with Hatfield, he's a part of the family, I want to get back into daily park outings with him so that he can get what he needs as well. So yeah, there's that. What else do we have? So we've got that. I talked about my Bujo, my bullet journal, and I mean, I'm gonna show a video of a little bit of my setup of my everyday, and I'm going to set up with you my reading journal. So yeah, that'll be nice. Those are kind of my big goals. I do have in here that I didn't do a video of. It's not back there, it's over here. Is my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you don't know what that is, it's you write down a list of goals that you want that are kind of like stuck in your brain every day that might be preventing you from doing things, and then you categorize them. And so what is going to be your 5-year goal, your 4-month, 3 weeks, 2 days, and 1 hour. So you take however long you need. I put a timer because I feel like I could make a list forever, for like 10 minutes and just spewed out all of the goals that I have and uh, listed those. The 1 hour was like going to the dog park, doing the laundry, cleaning the sink in the kitchen, kind of thing, of just stuff that I could do. One of it was play the piano because I haven't done that in a while and I want to get back into that. And then 2 days, I wanted to make some printables for my Etsy shop, which I sort of did. But so there's that, and then it was like take the girls to the park. So if the weather was nice in the next 2 days, I was gonna take them to the park. Edit a video. I didn't have time to edit the video during the day because I made this list later in the day, and I wanted to clean the house more of and do the piano stuff. Then also like getting parents' birth certificate from town hall. So that was gonna take 2 days. Then 3 weeks was working on some acting skills or making TikToks, which I still haven't done and need to put on my list. I said fit, which really just do some workouts. Sales or work on my shop, which I did do. Paint the front room, which I haven't done, and just like a schedule, try and get back into a routine with a new baby. And then 4 months, I want to have some passive income if possible. The bookshelves in the basement, if I could get those to where we don't have any boxes left, because the boxes we have left are just the books. So if we could get the bookshelves in the basement good, that would be awesome. If we could get a couch for the basement, have a TV for the basement. Scott and I would like to eventually go on some trips, so like getting passports done. That one might not be 4 months, but it's not quite 5 years either. So that one might be pushed off a little bit. But I also want to get chickens for the backyard, if you didn't know that already. I want to get the garden going. I need to get fruit trees planted. So that one will happen probably more in the 4-month mark, because one thing, it's still cold out. So we got to wait for it to warm up a bit for a couple of those. And then like 5 year, I want to get an acting agent. If possible, to get paid as an actor, even just like $10 at this point. If I can have some, just like getting my name out there deal. Build dream home. We still have a sense of that we want to make a home, maybe not from the ground up, but find a good house with the bones that we want, and then making it that home we want. Be debt free, have a certain amount in our savings. Scott would love to retire in 5 years, which would be awesome. But like things like that. And then having this here, like especially the 5 year one, I can go backwards on this too and be like, oh, if I want an acting agent in the 4 months, I need to have this done. Or even just going down to a year, I need to have this done and all of that. And so I'm really wanting to work on myself and get myself where I want to be, as well as showing my girls that you can attack things every day and show them that you can do all of these things. So yeah, those are the big things. Again, the reading goals, in the reading journal, which you'll find out, I'm going to put little reviews of the books, but I'm calling it my consumption journal rather than just a reading journal, because I'm going to put TV shows and movies that I've watched in that year, and I'm gonna do reviews on that and like rating them and all of that, so that I can almost dissect the movies or TV shows and know what I like or even what I took from it, either acting wise or just story wise, and overall and all of that. And so I might bring you along with those reviews of what I felt. Those will, of course, will be like shorter. If you guys want to know, the book I'm reading right now, Scott recommended because he read it. It's called Recipe for a Perfect Wife by Karma Brown. And I didn't really ask him what it was about or anything. It says it's a mystery novel. And so far, I'm not that far into it, but you're getting the story of these two women at different times. So one is Alice, who lived in this house in 2008, and then the other one is Nellie, who lived in the house in 1955, and I'm assuming their paths are gonna kind of cross in the sense of similar stories and all of that. So I'm curious how this is gonna go. I don't want to read the back to actually get the cover or like the summary of what the story is, because I kind of want to just figure it out as I read. I tend to like that. And then I'm also listening to an audiobook, again, of something Scott recommended. It's his favorite series, The Wheel of Time, and I'm on book 4. So I've got that. Those are the two that I'm working through right now. I think that's it. If you have any more questions about what goals I have for this year or want more in depth of it, let me know. Also, tell me your guys' goals, and let's try and keep each other on track and understand that one missed day isn't going to derail the progress you want. Or maybe you'll find out that you don't want to go down that road and find a new thing that you want to do, which is all good. So yeah, let's see what this year gives us. You never know what you're gonna get. So yeah, see ya.